Hey everyone, I'm here doing another mat class. This one is called Reformer on the mat. So even if you've never done reformer training, you can still do this class. But those of you who do have reformer training are going to see some familiar movements here. So we'll have fun with it today. Just a couple of things that you will want to have if you can. If you have a couple little weights, even if it's like a couple of water bottles or cans of soup or something like that, you can grab those. Also a band might suffice instead, but if you have neither of those things, it doesn't matter. You can just skip it and still do the work. The other thing you want to have is a pair of socks. You don't have to wear them immediately, but find something that slides on the floor. And if you can, find a bit of floor that you can slide on, because you won't be able to do some of that on the mat. You won't be able to slide enough. If you don't want to do the socks, you can grab a couple of paper plates, even a couple of dish towels, something like that. All right, we're all making do with what we got, and that will be fine. All right, so we're going to get going. If there's anything that doesn't feel great for you in your body, just skip it. Do something else. Have a little stretch. We'll be moving on to the next exercise soon enough. And just be mindful of your body. I know a lot of people are feeling a little stiff, a little sore. They're not getting their usual workouts in. They're finding they're not sleeping as well. So just be kind to yourself. Move. Enjoy the fact that you are moving, and just do what you can, okay? So have a seat on your mat. And we're going to roll all the way back. So in the reformer, we always start with our footwork. I want you to just start here. Bring your hands by your side. And then from this position, I just want you to be able to find a neutral pelvis. So sometimes what we do is we tuck and we tip ourselves towards our face. And while you feel your low back smushed into the ground, I'm trying to hope that you can come to more neutral. So it's like you dial your hips away a little bit, not to an arched position, but just a level position, right? And then you're going to work deep into your abdominals that way. So lie on back, take your hands behind your head, support your head, and then pick up your chest. So looking between those inner thighs, you've got your head pushing into your hands, your elbows are wide, and then go ahead and bring yourself back down to the mat. Breathe in, exhale, nod your chin, lift. This time lift one leg and then the other. And you're going to open the knees a little bit and bring your heels together, so it's sort of like a little frog shape, all right? If at any time you need to lie down, you can certainly do that. Keep the movement going with the legs. So we're going to start out by stretching the legs out and pulling back in. So squeeze those heels, zip up the inner thighs, lengthening out through the legs, pull back through your belly, breathing in and out. And 3 more times. Stretch and pull. Feel like you're pushing something away. 1 more time, pressing out and coming back in. Bring the legs together. Make your feet sort of like a little bird on a perch. So it's almost like you're cupping a little branch or a bar with your feet. So heels are going to press out, but the toes are kind of wrapped. And then pull back in. Inhale, exhale, or if the other breath makes more sense, where you exhale out, that's fine. Stretch it, pull it back in. Zip those inner thighs, pull your belly in and out. I'm not a great counter. We're going to do 2 more of these. And 1 more time. Stay here. Again, put your head down if you need it. You can take a little break, pick it up again, then flex your feet, push your heels away, pull, pull, pull. Keep your chest lifted if you can. Pressing. And in. Pretend you're pushing against a spring that's opening. And 4 more. And 3. Breathe. 2. 1 more stays out there. Point, point, point. Flex, flex, flex. You can always bring your legs a little higher if you feel your back is arching. You should not feel your back lifting. And roll through the feet pointing and then pull those toes back. 3 more times. Pull back the toes. Point the toes, pull them back. 1 more time, out, and then pull your knees back in. Have a little rest and down. Good. All right, so we're going to go to our little favorite exercise called 100. It may not, in fact, be your favorite. Okay, so arms are down by your side. Breathe in, exhale, pick up your chest. Reach your arms nice and long. You can choose to stay right here with your legs. Otherwise, they can go out or anywhere up towards the ceiling. Keep your back nice and long and not arching off the mat. Ready? We're going to pump our arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can always do this with your knees bent. In and out. Pull your belly in and exhale. Reach really long through the arms. You're halfway there. Breathe. Reach. Widen your back. 2 more sets to go. One more time. And in. Good. Nice. So take your knees right into a tabletop position, and you're going to have your elbows bent. Right? So this is called coordination. You're going to press your arms and legs out together, lift your chest. Open and close the legs. Pull the knees in as you continue to reach. Elbows bent. Lie back if you need. Pick it back up. Exhale. Hold your breath. Open, close. Big pull in and bend and away. Open and close. Find resistance with the legs. And bend. 2 more times. Out. Press. Hold. Scoop the belly. Lift your chest forward. And bend. And 1 more time. Open and close. Pull, 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 pull. Can you lift your chest as you bend your elbows? And lie on the back. Good. All right. So we're going to rock ourselves up. And we're going to do what we call rowing. So this is where if you have your little dumbbells, you can use them. All right. You could also use the band. You could have done the band around your feet for that footwork too, but sometimes you end up wrestling with the band more than it's worth. So just keeping it simple today. All right. So if you have a band, you're going to just a nice little TheraBand. You're going to put it around your feet, and then nice and easy, simple wrap around the hands. Okay. Otherwise, you can grab your weights. If you have nothing, that's fine. Just move your arms and everything in the same way. All right, so I want you to sit yourself nice and tall right up on those sit bones. And this is called rowing back, okay? So you're going to bring your arms in front of you, zip your inner thighs, reaching your legs away. Tall, not slumped. Lift. Lift out of the waist. Pull your belly in. You're going to roll back halfway, pull your knuckles in towards your chest. And then you're going to swipe the hands out like a little windshield wiper on a bus. And now you're going to press your hands back, nose towards your knees as you reach down low towards the mat. Now in 3 counts, lift up, up, and over, reaching towards your feet. Now pull your stomach back and roll yourself all the way up. And we'll do that again. So you're going to curl back, swipe the arms. Press backwards as you come forward. Feel like you're coming over a ball, so don't just bend in 2. Lift your arms up and around like a big swan dive. Stretch as you reach towards your feet. Widen your back and lift yourself up again 1 more time. Scoop and roll. Open it out. Push and dive forward. Belly lifts up. Now widen your upper back. Get a nice stretch, nice long neck. Reach for your feet and roll all the way back up. If that feels too much with the weights, put them aside. Just do it with your arms. All right, so from here, I want you to turn your palms up. Sitting tall. Again, don't sit down into yourself. Pick yourself up. Perch. Bend your elbows. And with a long back, you're just going to hinge. You're not going to be able to go very far. Keep your feet down. Lift your arms up and forward like you're holding a tray. Now come forward. Hands sweep behind. Widen those upper backs. Scoop your belly up and around. Reach for the feet. Roll up. Palms up. And bend. And hinge. You start to reach as you sit tall. Diving forward, sweeping around. Up and away. And tall. 1 more time. Bend. Hinge back. Reach. Ooh. Keep it together. Come forward. Sweep around. Lift up and around. And all the way up. Good. Now we're going to do, if we were on reformer, we turn growing front. So if you are using your band, you're not going to have it on your feet. You're going to sit on it underneath yourself, and you're going to get a nice little wrap again of that band, and you'll be doing things this way. Again, I'm going to just use the dumbbells because I think most people may not have bands at home, all right? So, sit tall. When we get back to the gym, if you want to know how to do with a band, ask me. All right, so you're going to sit up really tall here. Take your elbows down by your side. Turn your palms down to the floor, so it looks like that, all right? You're going to reach out about eye level, sit up tall. Your head's reaching to the ceiling. As you tap the mat, think that you got even taller through your spine. Lift all the way up, widen your arms, and sit up, 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 nice long waist, and bend. Inhale out, exhale, tap. Inhale, reach out as you lift up, and as you press down, it's like your cork of a wine bottle getting pulled out, and bend. And so your head is that cork. And down, lift, squeeze your seat, lengthen your waist, up, 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 and down, good. So now you're gonna flex your feet. I want you to take your hands by your side, and what we say is clean the mat. So pretend you're gonna run your heel on the mat. Scoop your belly back like somebody's about to give you a punch and you don't want them to touch you. So you're gonna exhale, reach past the heels, wherever you can go there. Reach up as you lift, and you finish that same way of that feeling of lift and head towards ceiling. And exhale, scoop your belly backwards as your arms reach forward. Lift up, unwind the spine. Use your abdominals to do it, and push down. And one more time. And you're gonna scoop and inhale. Find lift, and as you exhale, higher, 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 and higher. Doesn't look like a lot to watch it, but when you do it, you know you're working a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do something called shave and then hug. You can do this cross-legged. I'm not great to sit cross-legged, so I'm going to stay here with my knees a little bent. All right, so you can be here, you can be here. Ideally, cross your legs. When I cross my legs, I tend to slump, and you don't want that, so you want to be able to sit tall, right? Again, sitting on a little pad or a pillow or a blanket might prop you up enough to get you out of your quads. So soften those quads. You don't want your hip flexors to be really grabbing, all right? Use your stomach to hold you up long. So we're going to do shave first. So you're going to take the hands up and behind the head. Thumb and first finger together, ideally, and pitch forward a slight bit. Not rounding, you're not crouching, you're not hiding, you're just leaning like a good stiff wind. Take your hands as much as you can to the base of your neck. Stretch long and away. Inhale, exhale. Think about your spine. And starting from your tailbone, elongate and see if you can find space in between your vertebrae. Lift. And so I'm not diving my head down. I'm still reaching up and away. 2 more times. And once more. And up. Sit up taller. Bring your arms out to the side for the hug. So I have my palms facing forward. Softness on my elbows, but they're not down. They're lifted. I'm squeezing in like I'm wrapping my arms around a tree, and then I'm pushing it away. So it's like I'm gathering something, and then I'm offering it out in a bigger way than I took it in. And I sit in tall. I'm not slumping. And I'm out. Exhale. And open. Stay here. Change your breath pattern. So if you were exhaling in, I want you to inhale in now. So gather up the love and then give the love away. We need to do that these days. And in and open. 2 more times. Exhale. And once more. Bring it in and open out. And bringing your arms down. Awesome. All right, guys, so we're going to flip over, and if we were on a reformer, we'd be putting on our long box, but we don't have a box. We just have our mat, and that's okay. So we're going to come to your stomach, all right? So come on there. I'm going to start with like a little swan. So your legs being open more and externally rotated will be a little kinder to your low back than if they're together and heels together. So you decide what you need today. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and just nose kind of towards the mat, all right? So lengthen through the crown of your head, through your feet in 2 directions, opposing directions. Take a nice inhale, lift your chest, not needing to press your hands really into the mat. And I want you to not just lift up, but I want you to think about lengthening forward. So you're not stressing into your low back, your belly is super strong, your hips are pushing into the mat, and then lower back down for a little rest, okay? So as you lift, think about balancing something on the top of your head and reach your feet away from you, and then bring it back down. Still not really using our hands. Lift, lift, lift. So we get that sense of shoulders pulling down the back, belly pulling up from the mat, like there's a little ice cube under your belly button, and ooh, it's cold. And then bring it down. So let's bring in the hands. You're going to inhale, you start to lift, and now you're going to come up a little more. And you can stop wherever you feel that you've reached your maximum point. So maybe your arms are straightening, but maybe they're not, okay? You're pulling your ribs, your belly up. And then you're going to come on down and think of lengthening away in a way that's even longer than you came up. And try that again. Inhale, you lift to where you can, then the hands come in. Shoulders down the back, so you guys don't do this. All right? Stretch and press out of the floor. Slowly bring it back down. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, lift. Reach. Crown up. Squeeze your butt a little, and then bring it back down. So you don't want to be saggy in your back. And all the way down. Good. So if we were on the box, we'd be pulling straps. We can't do all of it, but we are going to send those arms out long in front of us. All right? Nose down, but obviously not lying on your face. And make sure there's nothing around that you're going to bang into. So I'm moving my water. All right? So from this position, bring your arms out to the side. So it's like you look like a cross here from above. And now lift up your hands so they're off the floor. Stretch really long. Like if you had a band, which you don't, but you're pulling it as if you could stretch it east and west. Now, lift your chest and reach your pinkies with your palms facing down. Don't flip. Keep them facing down. Nice and long, out wide, and then lower down and get that feeling, again, of reaching out both sides. Let's do it again. Nice inhale, maybe. Reach your fingertips. Feel like you can touch your toes. And then widen out again. I'm not as concerned with how far up you can get. Feeling lengthening as you lift. So there should be no pain in your low back. Your upper back is working a lot. And pretend you're pulling against something. You can even make a fist. And then pulling it apart. And since we don't have springs, let's do a few more. So pull back. And then pull apart. And we'll do it once more. Reach. Can you touch your feet? Open the collarbone. Roll the shoulders back. And then widen away, widen away, widen away. And rest it down. Good. Bring your hands back in with your elbows bent. We're going to do a little breaststroke. So think about how that is if you were swimming. We're not doing frog legs, but we are going to lift the arms and sweep around, and we'll do some kicks with the legs. All right, so just a little chest lift here as you face towards your mat. Crown reaching out, toes reaching out. You're going to bend your knees and you kick, kick, kick. And as you extend your legs, extend your arms off the floor, sweep around like you're pulling yourself through water. Then from here, I want you to bend your knees and bend your elbows. We'll do it again. Kick, kick, kick. Keep those hips onto the mat. Reaching out, swim. There's the strength of it. And kick, kick, kick. Time it so that the extension of your arms and the extension of your legs are together. Lift a little more here. Palms are down. And kick, kick, kick. Belly's tight. And stretch and lift and around. And bring it all back down. Good. Let's have a little rest. Sit back. Just stretch your back. Good. All right. And you're going to roll back up. Let's come to our backs for the backstroke. So we did the breaststroke, now we're doing the backstroke. All we need is water. All right. So lying down. You're going to bring your legs up one at a time into a table position. Bring your hands with knuckles together. It's like you're looking at the top of your hands. and your palms face up to the ceiling. Make a round little kind of a porthole, and I want you to lift your chest and look through your porthole. From here, extend your arms and legs straight to the ceiling. It's like a U shape, and you're really stretching here. Both your legs and your hands. Circle them both, reaching forward, palms over thighs. No change in your back. Pull it all back in. So we lift, sweep, you can go lower, that's going to be harder, and then pull it back in. Watch your backs. And up, and stretch it around. And pull it back in. We're reversing now. Keep your chest up. Press out long. Circle back up. Reach, reach, reach to the ceiling and bend. And out. And lift. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And bend one more time. Stretching it out. And around and lift. And bend. And rest it back. So, here's another favorite. Teaser. All right. Legs come out. I know what some of you are thinking in your head right now. We're going to pretend we have straps. And if we had straps, our arms would be out here, out wide. So drop your ribs, squeeze your legs together. Now, be careful. If you haven't done teaser before, don't just do it. Watch it and maybe start with your legs up or one bent and one out. If you look at my other Pilates class, we do some modified teasers, and that might be a good place to start. All right, so here we go. Breathe in, nod your chin, look to your feet. You peel your way up, and your arms and legs are like train tracks, all parallel with each other. And you're gonna slowly roll back, but almost like you're still holding on to something here, and you're rolling back. All right, so we're gonna come up, we're gonna do some stuff. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze your inner thighs, peel your spine off the mat. So upper mid, low back comes off. And now from here, we're gonna drop the arms and lift the arms. Scoop the belly. You wanna be using the back of your legs and your seat. And then slowly roll it back just the way you came up. Take a breath in, breathe in, exhale, pick up your chest. Feel your spine press into the mat to come up. Let's circle the arms. Keep scooping the belly. Reverse the circles. Reach. They're like little upside down teardrops. Now feel like you don't want to go, but you're reluctantly going. Come all the way back down. I don't know how reluctant you are to go, but okay, last one. Last one's always the challenge. Breathe in, exhale. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift back up. Can you make your arms come to me and your legs away from me and come back to the center and go the other way? Good. Now, can you just circle the legs and the other way? Woo! And drop them just an inch and pull them up from your belly. And down and pull them up from your belly. Oh, I'm shaking. One more time. And down we go. And out. Awesome job, you guys. All right. Bend your knees. Just pull them into your chest. And then breathe in. Exhale. Rock yourself up to a seat position. Where you want to make sure that you have some socks or something you can slide on. And this can be challenging, so if when you're watching it, you're finding it's not for you, you can just hold a plank position, work on that, even on your knees, and just, do some modification. But we are going to go to what we call the long stretch series. I'm moving on to a slip surface, so the floor is not going to work on the mat. I got my socks on. So we're going to start with what we call the long stretch. Hands underneath my shoulders. I'm going to try to stay in the frame. Okay, hands on the shoulders, and right now my knees are bent. So I've tucked my toes, but now I want to bring my legs together, zip them up. Come to a full plank position. So squeeze your heels and aim your tail towards your heels. Now I'm warning you, do not go too far. You're going to slide back and then pull the belly in and come forward. Try it slowly first so you can sense how far you're going to go. You don't want to go far. Trust me. In and out. Pulling it in. Squeeze your inner thighs 2 more times. Scoop. Watch your low back. All right? Really important. Coming in and kneel down. Sit back. So we're going to go to an up stretch. All right? So gonna come and stand, and your feet are hip distance apart this time. All right, pull your belly up and in. And now I'm gonna push back a little bit so that my shoulders are no longer over my wrist and back slightly. All right? I'm not gonna press out to a full plank position here, but I'm gonna press out a little bit. Now I'm gonna come forward, and now I'm gonna pull myself back forward, and then scoop my belly and go back. I'm gonna press out. I'm gonna travel the spine long, and I'm gonna pull myself forward, scooping up and sending it away. So I slide out, I come to my plank, I come forward, and now I pull up and back. Good. Come to your knees for a second. It's a lot of work. So we're gonna do something called the up-down stretch. Maybe I'll only do one. We'll see. Okay. So, hands on your shoulders. You're gonna start the same way. It's how you come in that changes. So you're gonna lift your hips. All right. So from here, push back a little bit in front of your hands. You're gonna slide out. You're gonna come forward, and when you do, lift your chest and drop your hips a little bit, so you're in a bit of an arch position. So you're gonna press back again, come back in, and then scoop your belly and press back. All right? So I press out, I come forward in an arch, I drag myself forward, I push myself back out again, drop my chin, and pull my feet back in. One last time. Press out. Come forward with the chest. Squeeze your butt. Pull yourself forward. Press yourself back again. And then scoop up and pull your feet under you. Nice job, guys. How'd you do? A lot of work. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a funny lift on the elephant. All right? So you're going to come up standing on your feet flat. If you've got tight hamstrings, this is going to be challenging, and you might need to bend your knees. Otherwise, try to keep your knees straight. All right, so your feet are back a little bit. They're hip distance apart, and you're picking up your toes. So from here, you're going to keep your toes lifted. You're going to walk with straight knees. Come in. Try to walk right between your hands if you can. So keep those toes lifted. Pull your belly up. Create space that way. And now you're going to walk back out, toes up. And do that again. So scoop up your belly to create space to walk. Come forward. Breathe. Come back. Keep your toes up. So I want you to feel your abdominals working as well as the back of your legs. And one more time. Scoop your belly. Coming in. Woo, see where you can go. Toes are up. Walk back. Good. Nice. And so from here, guys, I want you to take your right leg, or any leg, it doesn't matter, and you're going to lift it and square your hips, okay? So don't be open in your hips, square it. And then from here, I want you to lift it as high as you can, and then come up into a releve on your standing leg, and then bring it back down. Now, as you lift to toes, pull your stomach up and down. One more time. And down. Good. Bring your foot down. And now some switch. Lifting up, squared hips. And you're going to releve and try to lift a little higher to the back. And bring it down. Can you pull your belly up? And one more time. Lift up. And then bring your feet down. You're going to walk back in again. Good. Bend your knees if you need to. And roll yourself back up. Woo. Good. And then we're going to come back down to the floor. Not done yet with the sliding on the floor yet. Okay, so we're going to do something called long back stretch. If you have bad wrists, this might be a little tough on your wrists. So you can always kind of put your palms on something that's a little higher, fingertips on the floor. Otherwise, we sit. Okay. Fingertips towards your feet. And they're slightly behind you. So you're going to press your palms in and lift your chest. Feel that floor under you to keep you lifted. From here, you're going to boost yourself a little off the floor. I want you to curl your tail under, slide the legs out, you lift, pull yourself in kind of high, and then hinge at the hip. So you boost, you curl out, pull yourself back in, and sit. One more time. You lift, press out, pull in, and down. Now we're going to reverse it. So you're going to lift, you're going to curl out, and now scoop your belly back as you come in low and sit. And lift, press out. If you have yoga blocks, you can always put your hands on those if you feel like you're not far enough off the floor. And up, and you slide out, and then pull yourself back on you and sit down. Good, roll out the wrist. Take your hands, tops of your hands pressed together. We're just gonna do one more thing here, okay? So tendon stretch on the reformer, it's like you're in a very bent over, kind of like a little shrimp position. We're gonna do that on the floor in a different way. Hands come again behind you a little bit. So feet are forward flexed. Sit yourself up. Feel your hands pressing to the floor. What I want you to do is pull your hips backwards under you. So nod your chin and you pull your butt back and then slide it forward and sit. It might not work for everybody. You might need to get your hands up on something higher, and that'll help boost you up higher. So press, scoop your belly back, pull your stomach back, and then come forward and sit. One more time, breathe in, and pull yourself backwards. And then come forward and sit back down again. Good. All right, guys. So we're going to come back to the mat now. And we're going to do something called stomach massage. Don't get excited just because you heard the word massage, because it's not like that. All right. Bend your knees. This can get a little grippy into your hip flexors if you're not thinking about your hamstrings and your hips into the mat. So really think about pushing that down into the mat, all right? Hands come in front of your hips, all right? And you're really gonna use it. Feel like you're gonna try to push your mat out from under you. So you're gonna come off of those sit bones. You're in a little bit of a C curve here. And I want you to press your hands and now lift your legs. Come to that same little froggy position, heel squeezing. Push your hands, it'll help. Press out the legs, flex the feet, point the toes, pull in. And every time you pull in, think it's from your abdominals. The back is rounded, out, flex, point, and scoop. One more. And in. Put your feet down for a second, bring your hands behind you. Fingertips pointing away. This one I want you to think of a nice lifted spine, nice long back, same thing, okay? So think of your hamstrings and your hips heavy into those mats and press out, flex, point, pull from your belly. Can you keep your chest lifted? And in, and reach, and in, and feet down, okay? So this is hard without anything to support the feet. So we're just gonna do a few. Now the hands are gonna come forward. You're basically taking your teaser position, right? So you come up and arms are reaching. Lift your chest and try not to round. And now you send the legs out and pull them in. No feet. And reach. And in. Scoop the belly one more time. Now I want you to keep this, but rotate and open to me and pull the other way. Breathe. Legs go straight, shooting out. One more time. Teaser position legs, last time. And come forward. Woo, not easy. All right, guys. So, we're gonna do something that would be on a short box, called the short box series. If you want, if you have a chair or something that you can anchor your feet under, you can sit like that and kind of catch your feet under a bed or a chair or something, or a couch. If not, just go ahead, you can lengthen your legs. Feel free to bend those knees if you wish. Okay, so here we go. Sit up tall. Squeeze your seat so you get a couple more inches. Take your hands and wrap them around your belly. No air, no light. Breathe in. You're going to exhale. You're going to curl your tail under. Now, you don't have to go all the way to the mat, but you can. You're going to roll all the way back. Arms lift. They come over your head. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands wrap around the body, nod your chin, push your hands into yourself, and roll forward, and lift up. If that felt hard, try this, bend your knees, hands behind knees, breathe in, exhale, curl back. And maybe then you can let your arms go back, but then when you come forward, you nod your chin. If you need to, grab your legs, and then come all the way up. All right? So try it any way that works. One more time, breathe. Squeeze, sit tall, scoop, roll. Arms reach, lift. Breathe in, exhale, nod your chin. Press down, round and roll. Try not to huddle into your shoulders. And then sitting yourself all the way up. Arms can be out front or reaching high. It's up to you. Grow tall through your spine. We're not rounding at all. You're going to lean back. You're not going to go too far if you don't have support for your feet. And lift back up. So you're going to hinge. And what happens is you're not arching, okay? And lift back up. Inhale. Exhale. You can be out here. You can shorten the lever of your arms. High, long arms are going to be hardest. Squeeze your inner thighs. And lift yourself back up. I felt like that one wasn't great for me, so let's go one more. And grow tall and tall and tall and tall. Nice, okay. So now we're going to do this little side to side. So I'm going to face you for a second. All right. So from here, we're going to take your hands behind your head. What I don't want you to do is just sort of drop it over. I want you to think about both sides of your waist growing tall and long, even though one is going to get shorter than the other. So you're going to lift up. I'm anchoring through my opposite hip. Now pull your rib towards your hip and come up tall. That should not be an easy thing. Inhale, come over. I'm still trying to lengthen this side. Exhale, pull it up. Good. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale. And over to the side, anchoring my opposite hip. Coming back up. Good. So now let's try with the arms extended. I like to link my thumbs because that way I can kind of push and pull at the same time. All right? So arms overhead. If you like this, keep it just the way we were, that's fine. All right? Hips stay down. Reach out, reach out, reach out. Try not to turn. Lift. And the other side. Reach, 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 reach. And up. Once more. Try not to drown in your shoulders. You're just finding your reach without a pulling up into your shoulders. One more. Over, 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 and up. Nice job, guys. Roll the shoulders back. We're coming to twist. I'll come back this way. So, hands behind head. Watch your feet. You don't want them to slide. You can flex your feet here. Hands behind. Twist towards me. And pull it back to your center. Go the other way. And center. One more time. As you twist, think about reaching out through that elbow, growing taller to the ceiling, up to the ceiling. One more time. We're now a little bit of a hinge with it. So I'm going to rotate and I'm going to hinge back. I'm going to lift up and to center. Twist and hinge. And lift through the waist. One more. Twist. I go straight back. I come straight up and center. And last time. So we're going to do around the world. It's the only way we're going to get there these days. All right? So sit up tall. Twist. You hinge. Come to the center. Stay back there. Twist the other way. Lift up, lift up, lift up. And center. Reverse. You got to get home. So twist, hinge, center, other way, up, and center. Ooh-wee. Good job, guys. We're going to do something called climb a tree. All right. So, grab a leg. And you're going to just, same arm catches under it. Pull in. And then I want you to sit up. So, I'm pulling way in. I'm not creating space there. I'm pulling way in. It does not matter if I can't extend my leg all the way. I want you to feel your upper back holding you up. Kick out and bend. Kick out and bend. One more time. Kick. Now stay. You're going to walk your hands to your ankles and bring your nose towards your knees. You're going to roll back and now rock down your leg. Your foot is to the ceiling. You can take your hands off the leg if you want. Bring your arms back behind you. Sweep them around. Nod your chin. Now here's the trick. press this leg away from you. As you climb back up, scoop your belly back and pull your chest in. And then you're going to rock back and walk back down again. You don't have to let go of your leg if you don't want to. Nod your chin. And we climb, 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 trying to keep that other leg on the floor. It's hard. And pull your chest in. Now walk one more time. We go back. We walk. Reach, circle, nod your chin, square your hips, and scoop. Good. I want you to pull your chest in towards your thigh and lift your spine long, pulling with your arms. Woo. Good. And then bring that whole thing back down. And we'll do it on the other side, so catch the other leg. And you're going to sit up, and there's no daylight between my thigh and knee. And I'm going to kick it, and bend it, and kick it. And then one more time, stretch. Walk your hands towards your ankle. You're going to rock back. Your toe is towards the ceiling now, and start to walk down. Feel that bottom leg press into the mat. It's like your single leg circle. Breathe in, nod your chin. Climb up. Press the leg away. One side might be harder. This is it for me. And good. You come back and walk down. And you can sweep the arms if you want to, or not. Nod your chin. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Lift and pull. Lots of hamstring there. And now you're going to walk it back. Breathe in. Sweep and exhale. Come up. I made it. Pull your elbows wide. Sit up as tall as you can while you pull your leg in. Good. And then bend your knee and slide it back out. Awesome job, guys. So we're going to do something called the short spine. It's typically something you do with your feet straps, but we're going to do it without that. So you're going to scoot forward and you're going to lie down. Now, if rolling over isn't great for you, you don't want to be on your neck at any time, but maybe this is some part where you just sort of pull your knees in and give yourself a little massage through your spine. Otherwise, hands by your side. Heels together, knees open. Press out, zip the legs. Lift them up, and you're going to use the upper part of your arm and your upper back to bring your legs up and over. You should sort of be looking at your toes. Bend your knees again. Now, look at your feet. They're over your face. Leave them there. Roll away. Reach your fingertips. Lengthen the back of your legs. And now, like a little hamstring curl, you're going to pull your knees or your feet down, bend your knees, and press out. Lift. Up and over. Fold the knees down, but keep the spine long. And now, core your spine down the mat. Leaving your feet as long as possible. Bending your knees slightly and pressing it out. We'll do it one more time. Breathe in. And then bend your knees. Okay? So I'm trying not to get really scrunched up. Now I want to lengthen my spine, reaching my fingertips, leaving my feet as long as possible. Then I'm going to pull my heels to my butt, and I'm going to press it out. Bend your knees and place your heels as close to your butt as you can. Ideally, if you could grab onto your ankles without your knees being really open, that would be great. Not everybody can do that. I'm not sure that that's me today. But just get them in real close. We're going to do semicircle. All right, so we're going to be coming up to our toes. What I want you to avoid is rolling out to the baby side toe, so make sure your feet are nice and evenly placed. Arms are down by your side. You're going to tip the pelvis towards your face and peel up. It looks like a bridge. Sort of knees might be more forward than normal. Now, this is where we releve. Lift up to your toes. Again, watch that you don't roll out. And now you're going to roll down through your spine and put your heels back down. We'll do that again. Tail tucks towards you. You lift. Nice big lift position. Pick up your heels. Breathe in. Exhale. Soften your chest. Feel your spine come back down to the mat. And then once you're neutral again, put your heels down one more time. Curling up. Knees are kind of pushing forward. Lift up your heels. Soften your chest and roll through your spine. And then heels down. Now, lift them back up again. You come up into that releve. Now you lift, articulating through the spine. Put your heels down. Ooh, there's a little thigh stretch there. And now you roll down through your spine. 2 more times, you guys. Lift your heels. lift up your spine, heels down, soften your chest, and pour your spine down the mat, lengthening as you go. Coming to that neutral position, one last one. Heels are up. Tuck and curl. Nice broad collarbone here. Now, let's put the heels down. Enjoy the stretch through the front of the legs. And now you're going to roll, 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 coming yourself all the way down to the mat. Good. And you're done with that. Sit yourself up, and we're going to go to chest expansion. So, you can grab little weights here if you want or not. Likewise, this would be a great time for the band if you had it. And if you did, I would consider folding it in half. So I'll show you both ways. And again, if you don't have either of these props, then don't worry about it. You're just going to imagine this resistance, and your brain is very powerful and can still work well with that. So nice and tall. So I don't want you to sit your hips back. I want your knees, your hips, and your shoulders to be one long line. Your hands, if you have a band, you can double it or not, and you're going to bring it out in front. So you're going to breathe in. Watch it, you don't sit back, no jet skiing, okay? Ribs pull back. You're going to press your hands backwards, and as you do, I'm thinking about pressing my fingertips towards the floor. Chest expansion is the exercise, so think about what that means. And then releasing it. I'm going to add the neck, but I wanted to show you the band as well as weights. So same thing. You're going to press down to press back. Fingertips reaching downwards but pushing back. Now turn your head one direction to stretch the neck. Keep those arms pressing back. Turn it the other way. Back to the center and lift. Nothing, that's fine. Breathe in, exhale. Press down. You can feel that expansion across the chest. Turn your head, back to center, and release. We're going to do it again. Let's find our breath. I'm going to try it with the band. I like that. Okay, so here we go. Breathe in. Keep breathing in. Press back with the arms. Turn your head and center. Don't puff the ribs. Turn and center, and a big exhale. One last time. Your prop, your choice. Press down and back. Open the chest. Feel long and lifted and not bending. Turn. So you're not bending your spine, you're growing it. Center and release. Good. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the props so you don't need it. We're going to do thigh stretch. Feet are hip distance and directly behind your knees. This is not great for everybody. If your knees are not healthy, this is probably one you want to skip. If you find that when you do it, you get a funny little feeling in your knee, try tucking your toes under. If that doesn't resolve it, skip it. We're going to do 3. Arms are forward. All right? So you're not bending at your hips. You're keeping a nice long lever from knees to crown. All right? So you're going to just lean back. I want you to drop your chin towards your chest and sort of gaze down the front of your body. Think of your back staying wide and lift up. Your hands can come by your side. So pretend you're holding something that supports you. The arms come forward, your back widens, you gaze down your body. Ooh, use your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and come up and push down. Here's the last one. Don't need too many of these. All right? Be mindful of your knees, guys. Don't break at the hip. So here we go. You're going to reach forward as you reach back. Challenge yourself. The up is the hard part. And bring it back down. Nice job, guys. All right. So here's where, again, you might like to have some weights, or I think the weights probably for this first one, or nothing. It's fun. We're going to do some arm circles. And so take your hands with your palms facing to me. You're on your knees. Now you can bring your knees closer together. This is going to be a smaller base of support. It will be more challenging. Otherwise, knees under hips are just fine, okay? So here we go. You're going to lift up your arms wide and palms come to me. Stretch and come down. So just like when we were rowing, I want you to think of your head going up towards the ceiling as the arms press downwards. So think about a wine opener, how the arms press down, the fork comes up. That's you. One more time. and out and around. And now we're gonna reverse. So arms wide, palms up, reach, reach, reach as you bring it back down. Inhale, feel some freedom for your shoulders. Watch that it doesn't get behind you. How's the waist? Is it long? Is your belly pulling in? You're squeezing your butt a little, your inner thighs. And bring it all the way forward. Nice job, guys. Okay, so this next bit, if you have a band, might be a really nice time to use it. Otherwise, you can keep your weights or nothing. So you're gonna stay on your knees. Double your mat if you find that that's difficult for your knees, or be on something padded. If you have your band, you want it out, and you're gonna have it kind of be equal on each side so that you can move from side to side. So the first thing we're gonna do is something called swaki. All right, so you're kneeling, and what you would do is I'm gonna start over here. Let's start with my right hand. Well, it'll be your right hand. So you take the left side, and your palm is down, and you're holding that band. You can wrap it if you feel you need to have a little bit more tension. I'm going to do this with the weight as well, so don't worry. Okay, so other hand by your side, nice and tall. You're going to open the arm and bring it back. So it's almost like your hand's reaching for a sword in your sword belt, and then you're going to open and brandish the sword and bring it back down. More wraps means more resistance. Otherwise, too, you can use a weight and bring it back in and breathe. A couple more times. And one more time. Good. So now, if you have the band, you're going to hold it with the right hand, or the left hand rather. And my left and right is all messed up. You guys know what I'm talking about right now. And so hold this. This is in your left hand, okay? So bring it up and bring it down. So your elbow stays close. It's almost like you're listening on the phone. And reaching up and bringing it down. If you have a band, nice resistance, lifting and lowering. Let's do it 2 more times. And 1 more time and down. Good. All right. So we're back to the original side here. That's why I got mixed up. We switched our sides. All right. We're going to pretend that there's like a little yoga block here. Okay? I'm going to use the weight. You could use the band as well if you understand what we're doing now. You're going to take your hand and pretend you're placing it on your block. So I'm side bending, and I'm going to bring my arm up, okay? And I'm going to turn my palm down, and my elbow is up, and it's going to stay there. I'm going to extend my arm, and then I'm going to bend it. I'm looking towards my bottom hand. A funny little name for this. I'm sure there's lots of names, but this is called painting under the stairs. And 1 more time. See how my elbow isn't moving? Now, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to circle it in front of me, and then my elbow comes high again. So I extend and bring it down. Pretend your hand is pressing against something solid. 2 more times. Extend and bring it around. And 1 more time, elbow high, extend and bring it around. Reverse it. Bring it up, bend the elbow, and bring the circle in front of you. Bring it up. The heavier your weight, you might decide it's too heavy. You have to decide. And 1 more time, keeping that side down. So I'm working my obliques here and bringing it down. Nice job, guys. So one last one. Let's just keep it switching back and forth. Put it back into your left hand. Bring your arms out to the side. Pretend you have equal weight. You're going to lift up. This is called Hagamoon or lotus flower, and back out. So I lift and I open. And I lift and open. 1 more time. I lied. 1 more time. And out. Good. And bring it all down. Then we're going to do it on the other side. So I'm going to keep it in this hand because we're going to do the swaki on this side. If you're using your band, you're just going to pick up on the other side. All right? So you're going to pull it out and open, and then put your sword away. So I pull across, externally rotating the shoulder, internally rotating. And I pull and I open and stretch. Feel your fingertips on the other hand reaching towards the floor. 2 more. Nice job. 1 more time. And back. I'm going to just keep the band. You can switch the weight or use whatever you need there. And I'm going to reach up and bring it back. and stretch, and down. Now I'm trying not to side bend, which we could do, but I'm not doing that today. One more time. Good. And down. I'm going to go to the weight because I like that better for this. So pretending I'm pushing against something, I'm laterally flexing to the side. I'm going to look at my hand. I'm going to lift up and down. So I'm not moving my elbow at all. It's steady and still in space. And I'm bending and extending and pressing the back of my hand up towards the ceiling. And last one. Let's make this into a circle. As I come down, lift the elbow and do it again. And around. And extend it around. One more time. Reverse. Bring your circle up. Bend your elbows. Sweep it in front of you. And up, bend, and around. Two more times. Press down into that imaginary block. One more time. Feel the waist go long. And bring it up. And let's switch back to over here to the right hand. Palms to right face up. And we hug the moon. And we open. It's hard to keep the arms working exactly the same way when one is weighted, but we're going to try. And lift. Good, one more time. And bring it down and all the way. Nice job, guys. Okay. So let's go to our back one more time. Long stretch, or long spine rather. This is another inversion, so if that's not great for your neck, skip this one. All right, your legs are at the length here, and your arms by your side. Keep your back steady, anchor through the back side of your body. Lift your legs up, and you come up. From here, once you open above the width of your shoulders, now you're going to roll down your mat, keeping your legs long. Reach them in front of you, zip and close, and do it again. Open and roll through your spine and down. It's really hard not to get tension in your neck. I've noticed that I was getting it just then. So melt the spine, exhale, and bring it together. Reverse, open, come up and over, zip, and come down. Without the straps, without the springs to help, you have to just melt down through your back. One more. Up, zip, and roll. I'm feeling my triceps a lot on that. And then bring your legs all the way down. Good. Roll yourself up. Finishing up, you guys. Let's come back to socks if you took them off, or your plates or whatever. We're going to do a knee stretch. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes. All right? So from here, I want you to swoop your belly and you come off your knees and you kind of sit your hips back. All right? So you're not forward like this. So it's not like you're just picking up your knees. You do pick up quite. I want you to round. And from here, stay back like that. Shoot out the legs. Pull them in. Shoot them out. Swoop it under. Tail down. Press them out. Watch the back as it's extending. And under. So hard. One more time. And under. Now leave one leg and send one back. And switch. And switch. Faster if you can. Keep your tail tucked down. 3, 2, 1. Both knees in. Sit back. Woo-wee. Nice work, guys. Roll up. Stand. All right. We're going to pretend we're going to do side splits. Okay, so I'm going to stand here. I think I still fit the frame roughly. I'll move my mat back just a teeny bit. All right. So, on the reformer, we have one part that doesn't move and one part that does move. So that's what we're going to do. Have your feet about underneath your hips, or they can be together, whichever bend. Arms down by your side. So slide out with your right leg, and then pull your inner thighs in and come together. That's hard, all right? So reach your arms forward. Open. Exhale. Feel like you're squeezing a ball. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, feel that. Zip right up. Okay? So arms forward. Open out. Exhale. gotta be judicious about how far you go. You'll never get in. Squeeze your inner thighs. Zip, 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 zip. Nice job. Now let's pretend we switched. We're gonna move through the left side now, right? Arms forward, slide out, exhale. Ooh, this one's harder for me. Inhale, exhale, in. Create resistance in your arms. One more. Out, and in. Nice job, guys. I'm just gonna turn to you. Take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, turn the back leg out, and actually I'm gonna come back to my mat. I don't want to slide, so we're not sliding. I'm gonna step out in a bit of a warrior position, so toe out so my heel can stay down. All right, so I'm gonna come forward, and I'm gonna bring my hands to the mat. I want my knee over my elbow, so I'm in this lunge position. From here, square the hips, all right? And now extend the front leg and keep your chest down towards your thigh, turning your face. So you straighten the leg as much as you can, and then bend your knee. I know some of you guys out there are finding this is gonna be really challenging. So press through that back leg a lot. Straighten the front. So we're doing our back splits, right? Inhale, exhale, press that back leg. It's strong and steady. It's gonna help. Chest stays down. One more time. And back. Push, push, push. And bend. Lift your chest and come to this little Russian Cossack kind of dancer. Now press the front leg, bend to straighten and then bend it. And push it. And bend it. 2 more. Push. And 1 more time. Push. And bend. Hands to the floor. Take that back leg in. Switch. Turn down. Have it be in line with your hips. And square your hips. All right, hands to the floor. Front knee bent. And now keep the chest down. Turn your face. Extend the leg back. Inhale in. Are you pressing through your back leg? Do that. It's going to help. Breathe. Exhale. Stretch. We all probably can use this so badly right now. And stretch. Bend. Lift. Here we go. Push. And in. As if you could move the floor away. Square your hips. 2 more times. Press through your back leg. 1 more time. Hands down to the floor. Step your back leg in. Straighten your legs, but not to lock to knee position. Straighten as much as you can. Breathe in. And as you exhale, I want you to roll up through your spine. Roll, roll, roll. Inhale, lift. Let right arm come down. Lift up. Left arm come down. All the way up. Both arms come down. And that's it. Awesome job, you guys. Hope you enjoyed that.